So what are you working on right now? What's next for the Mateo Empire, darling?
Well, the Mateo Empire is on a pause right now. Well, let me tell you, because for those of you that are following me on social media and things like that, I did have a very difficult year last year because me and my partner are 7 years separated.
Really?
Yeah, breaking up with a toxic relationship was one of the most hardest things I ever done in my life.
That's no joke.
Yeah, it is. It was no joke. Let's just put it that way. Especially when you're on cameras all the time and everybody's on your life all the time. So it's certain things about your life you cannot keep private.
Yeah.
And that was one of them. And I found myself trapped in a zone that I did not like. And it was making me angry, and I got a lot of weight, like you can tell, and it was very frustrating, and it took me a long time to realize that I needed to escape from there. Because that's the problem, is when you guys are in a relationship that is toxic and abusive, you don't realize that into it's too late. So I decided I was gonna stop that and take everything that it was gonna be negative after that, because it is. It was 7 years, it was public, it was, you know, it's two sides of every story, and then it's the real side of every story. So it was very difficult to me to come out as a victim of toxic relationship and abuse to my fans. And not only that, but to face my family and my friends who are part of my Mateo Empire and tell them what really was happening with me and my relationship. And it was scary. It was dark. It took a little too long, man.
Yeah.
You know, it took a little too long. And I wish I could have had stopped it before, but sometimes everything happens when it has to happen. And the new year got there, and I saw a new me, and I was like, gonna put myself first, and I'm gonna be that fierce Alexis Mateo that I can be, and forget about what people said about you. Like, one of the things that I never travel around the country, and I never travel around the country because when I was on season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race, I started having eating disorders because I never knew why they didn't like my body so much. So I was very confused about the whole situation. When I went to All Stars 1, I was already suffering from a very difficult eating disorder. So I look amazing, but it was not me.
Right.
You know, so after that, I decided I was gonna be happy with who I was and how I look, and if I was chunky or my arm shakes, baby, this is what you're gonna get, and it is what it is. You'll either like it or not. So it took me. So I was like, I'm not gonna travel and do all that good stuff that the other girls are doing, because I really don't want to be pointed as the fat girl or you look different, or being like my fans right now calling me Latrice or Eureka or things like that. It's kind of difficult for me. But yeah, in this new year, I was like, fuck it. Those are really toxic relationships and things that happen in my life that I learned from. So, baby, in 2019, bitches, you guys get a very healthy Alexis Mateo who is very comfortable with herself and is ready to have an amazing life. And I'm ready for love too, bitch, real love. So it is what it is. I'm working on me.
Let's hear it for Alexis Mateo, sweetie. Yes. Honey, we love you in every direction that we could.